Hi, I want to talk about being socially sabotaged as a targeted individual. I think I'll tell two stories. The very first time I realized it was happening, I had gone to apply at a grade school to teach. I'm qualified. I was dressed nicely, had good folks on my resume, and when I went in, the woman greeted me beautifully, and as soon as she saw my name on the resume, she froze and then left the room. and the principal who came back, and I never saw her again, like she was afraid or something. The principal who came out told me they didn't want me. So I just thought that I could not make a living in this town. So I left and went to another town, and I found that the targeting followed me. I got pretty used to it. And the most disappointing was that it started getting worse and worse, and it seemed to be focused at times that were the most important to me. Um, in 2014, I decided that I wanted to teach permaculture. I had taught permaculture 20 years ago, wanted to do it again. I decided to go to a workshop since I had gotten a business grant, and I would take this class again, even though I didn't really need to, but I thought it'd be wonderful to be with other people and start networking with folks and just enjoying the social part of it too. So I went to this retreat center that I had heard so much about. It was held in very, very high regard by people that I trust and respect. And when I got there, things got very strange, really strange. There's a big story to tell here, but I'm going to tell one small part of it. Um, I got sick while I was there of the norovirus. A number of us got sick, and we all found out that everybody at the community had been sick. Everybody in their kitchen had been sick. And then we came in and they gave us this volunteer job of cleaning the kitchen, and we got sick. So we found out that other people had already been to the hospital, and anyway, a number of us were completely unable to attend our classes for 3 days, and then on day 4 we were able to sit in the back, and we were just exhausted, very, very debilitated. And the people who managed the place, for some reason, treated me in particular really, really badly. They told me that if I wanted to sleep in their yurt, that I could. And I'd been sleeping in a tent, and it did sound nice to be a little bit closer to the facilities, and I thought maybe have a better bed because I was pretty exhausted. And so I moved up there, and they had parties right next to the yurt, which they said was never ever done. This was the only time that the rule had been broken and that they'd actually partied the night that I was trying to sleep there. And then the woman had the gall to ask me to pay for it, and I thought I was getting this yurt because they had made me sick. So sick that I could have gone to the hospital very easily. I was unconscious practically for 24 hours. So the way that they treated me was especially bad. They treated all of us with the virus bad, but they treated me particularly bad. And if I told you the whole story, it would just be unbelievable, except for one thing. If these people, these wonderful spiritual people, had maybe been told that I was a really bad person, then maybe that would explain everything. It would be the only thing that could explain how cruelly they treated me when I was really, really sick. Anyway, targeting goes on um, all over to all of us targeted individuals, and they're all different sorts of targeting. And For me, it seems that they have chosen to target me and just knock me out when I'm doing things that I'm considering are really important to me. Like this was going to start a new business. I actually invested thousands of dollars as well as my heart and soul into this. And they said something to these beautiful spiritual people at this well renowned, famous retreat center. They convinced them to treat me really unconscionably. Um, that's targeting.